Hey guys, just wanted to give a recording here since so many of you guys were sad that you missed the supplements webinar. So I'm just going to go through everything how I went, and if you end up having any questions, you can reach out to me. So first of all, we use Driven products. One of the reasons we chose Driven is because they have been awarded for their consistency. They're gluten-free, considered to be low carb, and they don't have any dyes, so none of that artificial junk in there. Some of the products that they have are proteins, and the different types are whey, post-WOD, Profusion 7, casein, IsoDrive, and bone broth. But it can be confusing to decide which one is best for you. So I'll go through and provide a little bit of insight for you. So whey, or basically any of these proteins, are meant to be able to preserve the muscle mass that you have. Every year over the age of 30, we naturally lose, every decade over the age 30, we naturally lose 3 to 5% muscle mass. Most men end up losing 30% of their muscle mass in a lifetime. So we want to really preserve the muscle that we have. So that way, as we age, we're aging healthy and our skeletal structure and our muscle structure is kept intact so we can have good quality of life. One of the things that's a benefit of this whey is that it's cold processed, which means it gives you more protein per serving. You don't have to worry about a bunch of fillers being in there. You can also get the protein and aminos that you need in basically one convenient mix. So that's really one of the biggest benefits, is that you can get what you need quickly. Obviously, we've already talked about protecting the muscles that you've already built, and it helps you keep out of that catabolic state during your WOD. Want to know more about that? Reach out to me. Post-WOD. This one has been my favorite in the past. It replenishes glycogen to restore energy, repairs existing muscles and helps build new. And then it's infused with creatine, which helps improve your strength and force. It definitely has a major benefit, in my opinion, because there's joint repair in there that promotes decrease inflammation and connective tissue repair. A lot of us have issues with our joints, and this is a great way to work on those. Now, this isn't the only way, so keep listening. Profusion 7. This one is a continuous release protein. It's based on the notion that you need to be able to have more of a slow release throughout the day, so that way you're not getting everything all at once like you would in a post-WOD. It's considered to be a meal replacement shake, but if you know anything about me, I'm not a huge fan of replacing food for supplements or drinks. So I would just mostly use this one. If you have digestion issues whenever you take protein, and if you want something that's like more versatile, you can use it anytime. Casein. This is an interesting protein to me. There's 5 different milk proteins in this. And when those 5 proteins are put together, it is so much slower in absorption. So what it does is it makes it so that way as you're sleeping, so in case I didn't say that already, this is something you take before bedtime. So as you're sleeping, it repairs that existing muscle tissue and supports nighttime recovery. Obviously, if your body's getting protein throughout the night while you're sleeping, it's gonna support nighttime recovery because that's what it's doing, right? So the only time that I would suggest taking this is when you haven't gotten enough protein for the day. I don't feel like this is super important for most people. The other time that I would recommend it is if you're trying to build muscle. A lot of people that want to build muscle have a hard time doing so, and adding casein at night could be a really awesome way to get that goal. IsoDrive, once again, it's just another way to formulate protein, and this one's chemical-free, heat-free, so that way it's more friendly on your stomach. So once again, if you have those digestion issues whenever you drink protein, this may be a better way for you, and this one has 98% of the lactose found in whey protein removed. So super sensitive stomachs, this is the one that I would choose, and you can once again use this one anytime. Bone broth. So bone broth is type 2 collagen, And what the point of type 2 collagen is to support joint and cartilages, your cartilage. So basically, what's going to happen is similar to what we have in that post-WOD. It's going to support your healthy joint function, flexibility, physical function, also reduce that inflammation and support your immune system. So this is different from type 1 because type 1 is mostly skin, hair, and nails. This one is joint, cartilage, even some immune system and healthy gut. So if you have issues with joints, you may want to consider adding bone broth every single day. Amino acids are the next group of products. So we have those in different forms, and some of these are not just amino acids, which is why it says amino acids and more. So let's kind of go through these and talk about the benefits. One of my favorite products is the aminos, and one of the reasons is because it helps muscle fatigue during workouts, and you can drink it anytime. To me, it tastes really good. Some people think it's super sweet. Well, if you think it's sweet, I would just recommend adding less product and more water. I love to drink it with some ice in it. It just makes it so much more refreshing. It also does help reduce soreness. And one of the reasons that it helps is because it goes straight to the bloodstream, so that way your body can utilize it faster. It does have some fat burning and metabolism boosting properties. Obviously, it's not going to guarantee for you to burn fat and boost your metabolism if you're not working out and you're not eating properly. But it does provide some benefit there. Disrupt has all the same awesome benefits of the aminos with added caffeine. So the reason that you would want to choose this is because I, in the past, have used this more of a pre-workout to kind of get my mind and my body ready for a workout, because I'm not a huge fan of pre-workout products, just because some of them induce anxiety and I already have it. So I don't need any help with that. And this isn't a ton of caffeine. So I really like it. It's also great for a pick-me-up throughout the day if you need it. However, the Disrupt, because of the caffeine that it has in there, you don't get as many servings as you would with the aminos. GlycoDrive. This is for athletes who train with intensity. So I'm meaning like people who are training for a tri. They're run, bike, swimming, and probably doing another workout throughout the day. People who are working out more than once per day or for more than an hour. You can take it during the workout to help combat the negative effects of your waning glycemic levels. You can also take it post-workout for amino acids, electrolytes, and going into those muscle cells to begin the recovery process. It's quick acting. That's the biggest thing. As soon as you start consuming it, it starts working, which is why it's so effective for people who are doing those long training bouts or training multiple times throughout the day. Creatine. So most people avoid using creatine. But what it actually does is it can help delay workout fatigue. Also, once again, like I said earlier, it can help with that muscle strength and force. So what happens when you're working out is the first energy system, when you're doing something that involves strength, like a 1 rep max of anything, your body uses the creatine energy system first for that explosiveness. So for people who are looking to increase their strength and force and help further promote that muscle growth, this is a great product to use. What happens is when you consume it, it gets stored in your cells, and when you're ready to use it, it's there for your body to use. So I would not recommend this for people who are not working out regularly, because then you're not using the creatine that's stored. Pre-WOD. So a lot of people love pre-WOD. A lot of people get a ton of benefit from pre-WOD. If you work out at night, I would be careful of using this just because you don't want it to keep you up at night. But some things that it can do is boost your mood and mental energy, help boost your endurance, and buffer your immune system from the effects of working out. Most people don't know that when you're working out, it actually does compromise your immune system. So this will help buffer that to help prevent you from having that compromised immune system from the effects of working out. Because just like almost anything else, working out is a stressor on your body. Increases that blood flow as well. So that way you can continue working out longer and potentially even a little bit harder. So Flow is also considered a pre-workout. The difference is that it's stimulant-free. Just like in the pre-WOD, it can help increase motivation and mental focus, but this one also decreases lactic buildup by increasing oxygen and nutrient transport. So they're basically exactly the same. The difference is the Flow is considered to be stimulant-free. When I tried Flow, I could tell a big difference. I felt like I needed to get out and work out and utilize the energy that I was being provided. But everybody has different effects to things. So then we just have our wellness category. There's B&G, multivitamins, rest and recovery, and omegas. B&G are mostly for people who do not get the nutrients that they need from their food. It also has probiotics and digestive enzymes, which are really fantastic. All of these things that are in this product can be found in food. So if you don't eat a ton of superfoods, vegetables, even some berries like blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, things like that, this could be a really awesome product for you. Some people like the taste, some people hate it, just like with anything else. Multivitamins, once again, this is for people that maybe don't have the best diet. So I think a lot of times people don't realize that because of certain nutritional deficiencies, our bodies are going to react to those. It'll cause us to feel fatigue. It will cause us to feel like, we don't really want to do anything, so poor motivation. There's side effects of being able to go to the bathroom, to be able to work out harder. There's so many different ways that our body responds to having nutritional deficiencies. And a multivitamin can be a great way to fill in those gaps, especially, if you don't have the best eating habits. Driven has his and hers. So, if you feel like you need something like that, this could be a great way to get something that's more individualized for male versus female. Rest and recovery. So these are pills. It recommends that you take 3 per night. It helps with recovery from workouts, promoting muscle building, probiotics for digestion, supposedly helps you sleep better and reduce anxiety while improving metabolic rate and reducing adrenal fatigue. Well, guess what? If you get good sleep, you're automatically reducing adrenal fatigue, reducing anxiety, and improving your metabolic rate. So if you already sleep well, this is not something you necessarily need, but it wouldn't hurt you if you took it either. So this is like I said, a really good product. We've had quite a few people at the gym take it and report back really good things and help them get through a time when they weren't sleeping well. So it could be something for you to try out. Omegas. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about omegas a million times. There's so many benefits to omegas, and if there's one supplement that I think every single person should be taking, it's these. So this is going to help with joint pain, reduce inflammation, supposedly helps with mood and relieve fatigue. A lot of studies show that it helps reduce anxiety and even symptoms of ADD, ADHD. It's just helpful in so many different ways. Helps you lower your risk of heart attack and stroke. There's so many benefits to this. So I would highly recommend that every person be on omegas. So I put together this little timeline of, when you should be taking supplements and which ones. So I'm just going to keep this on the screen for just a minute so you can kind of look through. But if you have any questions about any of the products, please reach out to me. Obviously, like, we don't sell other products than these, so I can't give you a ton of insight into other ones, but I have done some research on some products. So if there's some other product that you want to ask me about or have questions about, please feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy to help you. Otherwise, I hope that you found this informative. and beneficial. We are in the middle of doing a Driven pre-order. So if you order before the 10th, which is tomorrow, then you get a 5% discount. We don't typically order any extra. So if you could please get your orders into me by the end of the day on the 10th, I would greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, just let me know if you guys need anything. Thanks for taking the time to watch this.